Right, Worcester again, test route number 10. So when we're ready, the test centre is just there. So I'm gonna get my bike, set my gas. Is it safe to carry on? Yes it is. There's absolutely no one here because the test centre is closed today. So I'm going to be checking at the end of the road. We'll turn left, so I'm going to check our centre left mirrors, indicate left. Okay, and then when we get to the junction, when I walk across, no is the answer. So right, left, right, a minimum. Okay, this car's coming fairly slow, but we're not going to be able to pull out. Okay, so again, I'm going to look right, left, right. Is it safe? Yes, it is. And then we can continue. And in the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. And at the roundabout, I'm going to be turning right, third exit. So I'm going to check my centre, right door mirror, indicate right. Would I jog across this roundabout? Yes, I would. And when we get to our point of no return, which is after the second one, we are going to be checking our centre mirror for speed and distance, left door mirror for anything overtaken, and then indicate left. And then when we get into the new road, we're going to check out centre mirror for speed and distance and right door mirror for anything overtaken. Now you can see it's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. We've got the repeater sign in front of us. Hazard lines are quite short, so there's not much of a hazard. We've got a long set of traffic in front of us. So we're way more than 2 seconds behind this vehicle. Okay, but if you don't know, or you're unsure, just check. So when he goes past this blue car here, so let's check. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So we're way behind this car. So if that red car was to slam the brakes on, we'd stop easily. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come around this corner. Eventually we're going to come to a set of traffic lights and turn left. Okay, it is quite busy now around here, so we're going to be using our clutch control quite a lot, I think. Okay, as we scan ahead, we can see there's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit change here, but we're actually going less than 30 anyway, so we haven't got anything to worry about there. So I'm going to drop it down again because all the traffic's starting to back up. We've got cars on the left hand side, we've got a junction on the right hand side, but nothing coming there. We have got a cyclist though who looks like they want to pull out, so I'm just going to be checking my mirrors. Okay, and as we get there, yeah, it looks like that cyclist isn't going to pull away from us, or pull out in front of us, should I say. And when we get to the set of traffic lights, we're going to be turning left. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at this road here, nothing's coming out, so I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror, indicate left, let everyone know. Okay, I'm going to go into second gear. Okay, now there's no box junction here. Okay, so when we get round, we're using our tyres and tarmac again, remember. Into first gear because I've gone less than 10 miles an hour. Okay, I thought that looked like an examiner from my area, but it wasn't, so you're alright, don't be stressing. Okay, right, so we can see now we got massive amounts of traffic. We've got a bus stop on our left hand side. Looks like we've got a junction on the left, but there's nothing coming out of it. Okay, we have got a filter lane here, so there is a potential for a car to be coming this way and turning into this junction. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave enough space for that to happen. Okay, so can you see where the single white lines are? Okay, that means you can go in that way, okay, but you can't come out that way. Okay, so I'm allowing, look, see, here we go, look, see this white car coming across. Now if I'd have pulled up behind that red car, that car would have struggled to get across there. Okay, now I can see behind the red car now there's enough space for us to get through. So there we go. When we get tyres and tarmac again, now we have got a pedestrian on the left hand side. Don't look like they'll be crossing the road. Now what would the signs be for someone crossing the road? Okay, well if they was crossing the road, they'd start looking behind to see if it was safe to cross, wouldn't they? Okay, and that person there is not doing that, so we should be fine. We got another pedestrian coming the other way. Okay, are they going to be crossing the road? We have no idea. It doesn't look like it because they'd be doing the same thing. Okay, the reason why they're coming out that way is so they can get past the other person crossing. Okay, now then we can see there's a a petrol station on the left. Okay, again, we've got a filter lane coming in, so we are going to leave a little bit of space here. Look, can you see this Mercedes coming through? So we're going to leave the space for this Mercedes to go through. Okay, now I'm not going to beckon them through because you're not allowed to do that on test. Okay, let them decide if it's safe. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come to a small roundabout, and we're going to be following the road ahead, second exit. So I'm going to get up to tyres and tarmac behind this vehicle in front. Okay, and then we get to the roundabout. Because we're going less than 10 miles an hour, it's going to be, would I walk across? Okay, so tyres and tarmac again. So I'm looking to the right, give way to the right. What's that silver car doing? It looks like it's carrying on, so I can carry on through. So I'm going to check my centre left door mirrors. Okay, we can see there's a pedestrian, but it's going to take them a while to get to the zebra crossing, so she'll be fine. So at the roundabout, we're going to be following the road ahead, second exit. As I come in, would I jog across? Yes, I would. Now, because we're following the road ahead, I'm just going to slightly come over to the middle section of this roundabout, so I don't confuse people. I'm check my centre left mirrors. Again, in the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. Now we can see in front, we've got a keep clear sign. Okay, so we got no dangers because there's no one backing up, so we'll be all right. Carry on through. There's your filter lane, look. So there's your filter lane. So all the traffic will go into there, so it would leave us enough space to get through. Now, as we come round this corner, we can see there's a car parked on the left hand side, so I'm going to check my centre right door mirror. Is it safe for us to come through? Yes, it is. Okay, and I'm going to just drop it down a gear because the engine, can you hear that engine making that horrible sound? So that's what we call engine labour. Okay, now as we scan ahead, we can see there's cars parked on both sides. We can't see what's coming the other way, so I'm going to check my centre left and centre right. Okay, there is a car behind, which is distant. It's quite a distance. Okay, nothing coming the other way because we scanned ahead. Again, now I'm going to slow it down even more because it can't see. So now there was a car coming, so I'm going to check my centre right door mirror. Okay, and then as we get to the end of the road, we're going to be turning right. Now this is that stop sign road. Okay, so there is a few cars parked up waiting to turn right, so we are going to use our tyres and tarmac again. That's it, no closer than that car, because obviously if that car was to break down, we wouldn't be able to get back round it, or round it that way. Okay, so when we get to the junction, we've got to show the examiner, as always, that we have definitely stopped. So they'll be looking at the bottom bit of the mirror now to see if the tarmac's sort of moving. Okay, so make sure you stop. Can you see that we're definitely stopped now? Okay, I can't see left at the moment because that car. Okay, now I can see, so off we go. And then what we're going to do when we get to the roundabout, we're going to be turning right, third exit. So I'm going to check my centre right door mirror, indicate right. Would I jog across? Don't know yet. No, I wouldn't. Okay, into first. Would I walk across? I would when this car's gone past. So it's the third exit. So when we've gone to our second, I'm going to check my centre left mirror, indicate left. Okay, now I'm going to be defensive here because it's quite a narrow road. I'm going to check my centre right door mirror. I can see down and can see there's cars coming. Now there is a car coming, but we've committed to the space now, so it's just a case of less space, less speed. Because the road is quite wide, we should be able to get through. Now if it does narrow, like it looks like, if we can scan ahead, it looks like, see where the van is at the end, it looks like it gets quite narrow there, so we might have to be defensive there. So I'm checking my centre mirror. I'm going to check my centre and right mirror, okay, and again check my centre right mirror because we don't know if it's safe. Okay, and then we can see, and check my centre left mirror as I come past the parked vehicle, and then we can see as we come round, okay, there is a van on the left hand side, so we're going to check our centre left door mirror, and then as we come round, check our centre left mirror as we come in. Okay, and as we come round, okay, it looks like we're going to be turning left at some stage. So I'm going to check my centre right, okay, and we're going to be taking the next road on the left. So here I am scanning ahead. Can I see it? Yeah, it's just before the white car. Okay, so I'm going to check out centre left mirrors, indicate left. Okay, and in we come, and the gear, and round we go. To the new road, we can see there's a car parked on the left hand side. There is a car coming round, so I'm going to check my centre right door mirror, and then round we go, and again, cars parked both sides, no one should have priority. So, nice and slow. I'm going to take the next road. No, not this road. Okay. It's going to be the next road on the left, so I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror. Indicate left. It looks like this is the sort of area they would do a manoeuvre on. You could easily do go onto the other side of the road here, reverse 2 car lengths. Okay, could easily do that on this down this one. I'm guessing there might be a parallel park as well that you could do down this road, because they've just gone round in a big square. Okay. Yeah, because if they was to reverse the test route, you could do a parallel park here, no issues. Okay, put down into seconds. Okay, no, it doesn't look like you could do a parallel park on this section, but we've got cars parked on both sides. Okay. Come on, birdies. Okay. Oh, blimey. He's got a death wish. Okay, right, so as we're coming round, we can see there's cars parked on both sides. There is a car coming the other way, but we should be able to get through this little section easily enough now. Has that car parked up? Okay, so I can check my centre right door mirror. Okay, yeah, we can see that because they're actually getting out of the car. Okay, I'm just going to be defensive. He's delivering food. Okay, now he's stood on the road, so going to a stop there for a second. We can see at the end of the road we're going to be turning left. So when we recognise the junction, check my centre left door mirror, but there it is. I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror, indicate left. Okay, and then quite open this side, but it's very closed this side, so it's still a closed junction. Okay, would I walk across? Yes, I would. And when we get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre mirror speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaking, and then we can see there's a bit of temporary traffic lights, but they're not working, so we should be fine. So I'm checking my centre right door mirror to come away from them, and then check my centre left door mirror as we're coming. I think they've just started to set that up, so in the next half hour or so that will be working. And as we come around the corner, we're scouting ahead. We can see there's vehicles parked on both sides, but it's quite a wide road, so it should be fine. Okay, I'm just going to check my centre right door mirror to get past this van, and then when I've gone past the van, I'm going to check my centre left mirror to come back inside. Okay, and as we come round, we can see there's a set of traffic lights, no one about, so I'm guessing no one's pressed the button. Okay, we can see as we come around this corner, there is a car parked on the other side of the road, so if a car was coming the other way, they'd be on our side. Now we can see this is the case, they're going past these parked cars, but it's quite a wide road. Okay, so it's just a case of less space, less speed. Okay, now we are coming to a roundabout, following the road ahead, second exit. Now can you see the actual signs on the road? Look, can you see the left lane is only for turning left. Okay, so as I approach this roundabout, would I use that blocker? Yes, I would. Okay, and then we're going to check our centre left mirror to indicate left, and then in the new road check our centre right and centre right again to go past these parked vehicles. And it looks like we're taking the next road on the right, so I'm going to check my centre right door mirror, indicate right, try and get over to our side if I can, but look, it's impossible now, so I'm going to have to come slightly into the other side of the road and try and get back if I can. Okay, and when we get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre right door mirror. You can see there's cars parked on both sides, so no one should have priority. Okay, it is not a one-way street, you can see, because there's cars parked facing this way as well. Okay, so I'm just taking it nice and easy. I'm doing about 15 miles per hour down this road. You never know. Don't know if there's anything coming out this road. We don't know if there's anyone walking across these roads. And when we get to the T-junction, we're going to be turning left. Okay, so we're going to check our centre mirror for speed and distance, left door mirror for anything overtaking, pedestrian cycle, indicate left. Okay, get to the T-junction. It's quite close, so I'm going to stop the car, Still have a look. Would I walk across? I'm going to edge it forward, so we're going to peep and creep because I can't see past that blue car. I can see now, so it's fine, and we can see there's cars coming the other way. So I'm going to check my centre right door mirror in the new road, and there we can see there's a T-junction, and we're going to be turning right at the T-junction. So I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror, indicate right. Okay, just like that. So that first car there did a really good job there because they've come in past this parked vehicle. So that means if there's cars coming this way around this junction here, especially if it's a large vehicle, okay, wowzers, okay. Now, that cyclist is got a death wish. Right, okay, so I'm just going to edge it forward slightly. Okay, now I can see there's a load of vehicles coming from the right, so I'm just going to obviously be defensive about those, but you can't really see anything coming from the left hand side here. Okay, so I'm just going to have to wait for all these cars to go past before I can even do a peep and a creep past. So as soon as this red car has gone past on the right, I'm just going to do a bit of a peep and creep. I can see the blue car is indicating, but he was indicating quite a while ago, so I'm just going to be defensive. Yeah, he is definitely turning, but there is a car behind it. Okay, now would I walk across? I would from this side, but not this side, so I'm just going to edge forward. Okay, now that car has flashed us, so I'm going to wait for this car to come past. Okay, and then I'm going to go, I'm going to acknowledge that person who's just let us through. Okay, and then in the new road I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. That was quite a tricky little junction. Okay, and then we can see there's a big lorry coming the other way. The road is quite wide, so we should be fine. Okay, and I think we're going to be taking the next road on the right, so I'm checking my centre right door mirror to go past these parked vehicles. Okay, now there is a road on the right, I can see it there, so I can recognise it. So I'm going to check my centre right door mirror, indicate right, position on the road, turning right. Okay, into second gear. Would I walk across? I certainly would. Okay, get to my point of turn, and round we go. And in the new road I'm going to check my centre right door mirror. Now it's very tight road here, so I'm scanning ahead. Is there anything coming the other way? Can't see anything, so we should be fine to carry on through. Okay, then we have got a pedestrian walking on the side of the road, but they're looking at the phone, so I don't think they're going to be crossing the road. Okay, and then round we go. I can see there's a car coming the other way, but we should have priority, and we've already committed to the space, so that car should be defensive. I'm still going to acknowledge them now. Okay, and then we can see cars parked on both sides, but the road has widened up a little bit, so we should be fine. So I'm going to check my centre right mirrors to go past these parked vehicles. I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror when I go past the parked vehicle. Okay, and then we can see it's quite a decent road, this one, quite a nice long road, so we can get up to speed here a little bit more. Okay, now I'm scouting ahead. We're coming to a bad bend. I can see there's cars parked on the left and the right and the left again, so I'm going to go back down a gear, check my centre right mirror to go past this vehicle. Just having a look, I can see there's a white car coming through, so in I came to the passing point, and then we can see this is quite a bad bend, so we don't know what's coming the other way. And as we look ahead, scout ahead, we can see there's cars parked on both sides, so no one should have priority, but again it is quite a wide road, so we should be fine for less space, less speed. Now as we come around this corner, there is a cyclist on our left hand side that's not pedalling, they're just drifting. Oh, but now they've started to pedal. Okay, the white car is being defensive. It looks like they're letting us go as well. Okay, so I'm just going to acknowledge them. Okay, now as I come past the cyclist, I'm going to check my centre right door mirror. I can see there's a car coming the other way, so I'm not going to overtake. Okay, it looks like the cyclist is being quite defensive themselves, so I'm going to carry on through. And we've got slow written on the road. Okay, and then as we come round the corner, it is quite closed, so we're not going to go too fast now. It's a good job really, because there was a car on our side of the road, and the reason he was on our side of the road, he was overtaking that parked vehicle there. Okay, so I'm just going to be mindful now because I can't see what's coming the other way, so I'm just going to come off the gas, check my mirrors. Okay, is it safe? I'm scanning right ahead. Okay, and we can see the T-junction, and we're going to be turning left at the T-junction, so I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, left door mirror for anything over pedestrian cycle, indicate left. You can see it's probably going to be a very closed junction. Okay, and there is a car coming round, wants to come through, he's being defensive. Okay, would I walk across? Ooh, this is very closed. Okay, and then into the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. Now, can you see how narrow this road is? And there is a car coming, so we're both going to be defensive. Okay, I was a little bit more defensive than then. I can see the bushes overgrown on their side, so even more so, going to be defensive. And we can see there's a picture of a roundabout, so there is a roundabout coming. Again, very defensive. So it's all about meeting situations and preparing yourself for the worst. What could happen here? What might happen? What will happen? And as we get to this junction here, we can see it goes into a national speed limit. And at the roundabout, we're going to be turning right. 1, 2, looks like the third exit. So check our centre right mirrors, indicate right. Position on the road, we're turning right. Okay, indicators come off, so we're going to reapply it. Would I walk across? Yes, I would. So there's the first exit. Okay, and there's the second exit. So I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror. Indicate left, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on my left door mirror. Is it safe to come across? Yes, it is. And in the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. Okay. And off we go. Now we can see it's a national speed limit, so I can get up to speed now. So I'm going to check my mirrors. Okay, have a look, see how far that car is behind us. It's a fair distance, so we should be fine. Okay, we can start getting up to speed. Hazard lines, quite sure. We've been down this road before, so we know what to expect. It's quite a good driving experience, this one. Dual carriageway. So 70 miles per hour. Okay, so we can get up to speed. Now we can see that car's cut in front of us. Okay, so again, we've got to try and get that 2-second rule. That will apply, which is about now. So when he goes past this orange cone in the middle of the road here, so and 1 and 2 and nearly 3 seconds. So plenty of time for us to stop if they ram their foot on the foot brake. Now as we scan ahead, we can see there's it looks like some sort of caravan or something in front of us, so they won't be going as fast as normal. Okay, so I'm going to be checking my centre mirror, and I can see there's a white car coming up very fast behind us. Okay, so I'm mindful of that, and I'm also mindful that they're turning off now, so it's fine. In fact, the 2 cars behind are turning off. We are catching the caravan up, but not massively quickly. Okay, so just got to be mindful, because we got 2 miles to go, or 0.2 miles on this road. Now we can see the caravan is turning around. Oh, sorry, turning around, going into the right hand lane. So I'm guessing, because we do know there's a roundabout at the end of this road. Okay, now there is a motorbike. It's funny that the caravan has overtaken the motorbike. That's strange. Okay, now at the roundabout we are going to be turning right. So we can see, do you see that blue sign with a red order sign around it? Red cross. Do we know what that means? That's it, yeah, no stopping. Okay, now the motorbike is going quite slow, so I'm going to check my centre mirror and my right door mirror. Centre mirror, because I can see the true speed and distance of the car behind. Okay, and I can see the red car is coming up quite quickly, so I should be defensive, let that car come through, and then I can see if I need to, I can overtake. So I'm going to check my centre, right door mirror, indicate right. Okay, and then I can see the big reduced speed signs now with the sign of the roundabout. Okay, and we are going to be following the A4440. Okay, now we have done this one before, so remember this is a spiral island. So we can see it goes to the traffic lights are on red, so I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. Indicate right, so everyone knows I'm turning right. Okay, down the gears. Remember, less than 10 miles per hour. We are going to be going into tyres and tarmac mode. Okay, there we are. So remember, A4440. Now they'll be on the road. They'll all be on the road. Okay, so just got to be patient. Okay, and I can see it's gone to green, so I can get my biting point. Okay, is it safe? Yeah, we'll be pulling away now. into second gear, so again 4440. So as we go into the roundabout, we're looking for 4440. Now we know it's here, look, you can see it, 440. So there we go, into the 440 or 4440. Okay, and let's say the traffic lights, they've turned back to red. So now we're going to start spiralling. So see the line on our left hand side, I'm going to start to hug that a little bit, obviously not too close because we don't really think we don't want the people in the left hand lane thinking that we're encroaching. Okay, so I'm just going to get a little bit closer to that side, so check my mirrors as we go ahead. Okay, and then I'm going to turn the indicator, I'm going to turn my indicator off. Okay, because we're no longer in the right hand lane, and then obviously it's on red, so can you see 4440 again. So we're going to be spiraling out with this round, this lane. It has gone to green, but there are people still coming through, so just got to be defensive. Ooh, let's see that car there in front. Right, so we're going to check our centre left mirrors, indicate left. Okay, see, they'd got themselves into the wrong lane, so what they did there, okay, they just come across us because they thought they saw the learner car and thought, right, quick, if I was to blast off. Okay, so we've always got to be mindful. People might do that, especially when you're in a learner car. People think, oh, they're going to be a lot slower than me, so I can get out. So just be mindful of that. Okay, and then we can see it goes to green. Okay, so off we come. And we get into the new road. We check our centre and right door mirror. And then when we get to the roundabout, we're going to be turning right, third exit. So I'm going to check my centre right mirror, indicate right. Position on the road for turning right. Into second gear, have a look. Would I jog across this road? Yes, I would. Okay, and then when we get to our point and no return, okay, we're going to be checking our centre, left door mirror, indicate left. Okay, obviously we can go across the keep clear signs because there's no one blocking our exits, and at the roundabout we're following the road ahead, second exit. So would I jog across? Yes, I would. Stand on the left hand side, check my centre left mirrors, indicate left. Okay, and we get into the new road, we're going to check my centre and right door mirror. Okay, now then, lots of people could think, or be mistaken and think this could be a 40 miles an hour speed limit. Okay, it's an industrial area. Okay, we got lampposts. Okay, yeah, we have lampposts at 40 mile an hour speed limits as well, but we haven't got any repeater signs saying 40. No signs telling us what the speed limit is. So we must deduce from that it only can be a 30 mile an hour speed limit. We can see the hazard lines, look, absolutely like really tiny. Okay, so not massive dangers here. Okay, this part of the test route, okay, is you understanding what the speed limit is, because it's so easy to go too fast. Obviously doing 40 and a 30, you're breaking the speed limit, you're going to fail your driving test. Okay, so when we get to the roundabout, we're going to be doing a left first exit. We can see there's a car parked on the left hand side, on the right hand side. Okay, and then when we get to the roundabout, we can see the signpost there, look, the warning sign. Okay, and then we got the black and white arrows and the blue sign. So I'm going to check my centre left mirrors, indicate left, into second gear. Would I jog across? Yes, I would. And when we get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. Then we're going to turn left into the test centre. So check my centre, left mirrors, indicate left, into second gear, and round we go. And we can pull up on the left hand side because that's where the test centre is. There's someone in that lorry now. Okay, and that is test route number 10 done. Okay.